Obviously, very excited to be here. Earned our way in with three really great games in the America East Championship. I thought our guys played amazing, and just again, we're really excited to be down here at Wake Forest with playing a great ball club coming up. Known Tom Walters for years, so we're excited we're excited for tomorrow.
All right, questions for the student athletes.
Guys, when you talk about the challenge of coming in right out of the chute, having to play the one seed at its own ballpark, I mean, how tough is that mentally to get ready for it?
It's going to be a challenge. Especially every game of this magnitude is a challenge. But a lot of the guys last year, we came here and played a really tough game against them last year. I ended up losing by a run or two. So it's not. I wouldn't say it's going to take a really extra effort to get mentally prepared. We kind of have an idea of what we're going to be up against, and all the guys are just excited to play.
I think we had a pretty good idea that if we won the conference tournament, we were going to end up getting the 4 seed and have to play the 1. So it was kind of more like once we won the conference tournament, like, all right, let's go to take down the number 1 seed. So
now for you guys to win that tournament, basically, I guess, face an elimination game several times along the way. Is there any extra value to that as far as experience coming in and having that pressure and overcoming that coming into the setting?
I mean, all year long we kind of battled, and we kind of want to take the same approach to every single game, which is go out there and compete, whether it's an elimination game against a lesser opponent or whether it's a great game against a team like this. So we kind of want to just go out there and compete and fight until the bitter end. That's kind of our motto as a team.
I mean, we basically just try to treat every game the same way. Go out and play our style of baseball. We kind of struggled a little earlier in the year, but the team really through the midway point, kind of gelled and found our own team identity. And once that happened, it's been, I don't know, we've kind of been on a roll, and I'm super excited to see what this regional has to bring for us too.
Won the championship game with a walk.
Yeah.
What was that experience like, and how do you maintain the patience to draw that walk and to get that run in?
I had a great view of it from first base, actually, because I was just intentionally walked the at bat before, and so once he got to around like 2-0 count, I was like, man, he's gonna walk him in, and so got to 3-0. I was like, I telling everybody on the bases not to get picked off on a cheap back pick play or something, or and I was like, I got to make sure I go touch second base before we go celebrate. But man, that was crazy. Something you don't see too often, a walk-off walk, especially in a game of that magnitude. So it was a pretty crazy way to win.
There's a 4 pitches says here. Were there 1 out, 2 outs?
2 outs.
2 outs.
Yep.
So how disappointed were you that you didn't get a chance to try to deliver the game when it hit?
We ended up winning. At the time, I was like, you know what? At the time, as I was running to first base, I told Zach Bright hitting behind us, like, hey, take that personal. And they didn't throw him anything close to a strike. So, game over. We're champs.
What do you already know about the Deeks, and what do you expect on the field tomorrow?
Yeah, like I said, we played them last year. We were down here a couple years ago as Coach Walt had us down early in the year. Obviously, they've had a great season. They're a great ball club. I know we're going to get their best effort. They're going to play great defense. Their offense, obviously, a couple of their guys having great years offensively. Typically it's a ballpark that you can score some runs in. So, it's going to be a challenge for us. Obviously, we're going to have to go out there and play our best baseball and have a chance to win. And that's really what we preach to our guys, is go out there and play the game the right way. Try to have quality at bat after quality at bat. I think we'll play really good defense, and let's see if we can't give ourselves a chance to win the game, late in the ball game.
And do you plan on getting a nod on the mound?
Mike also will get the start. He's a transfer, redshirt year, one year for us, but has done a great job. Had a great summer on the mound. Actually, through the game before we got to our America East tournament, kind of a must-win for us to be a 2 seed, because you get that bye if you're a 2 seed in the American East tournament. And I think like 7 1/3 innings against a really good Stony Brook team. We won that one in 2-1 in walk-off fashion as well in 10 innings. So, our pitcher's been doing a really great job the last 3 or 4 ball games. So hopefully that can continue against obviously a really good and talented Wake Forest team.
So like I asked them, it seems like your team has kind of had their proverbial back against the wall and answered the bell, repeatedly. Is there something to be gained from that as you get into this experience?
Yeah, I think number one, we got 10 seniors on the team, some transfers, for some 4-year guys. We look back at it, I think when I kind of look at the end of the season, I guess we played 7 conference weekends. We lost the first conference game 5 times and won 2 out of 3. Won games late early on down at Gardner Webb, down in Asheville. Won a Sunday game when games you felt like you had to win to have an okay year. So our backs have been against it a little bit throughout the year, and these kids I think have grown from that experience and really come together, and they seem to really play their best baseball when they have to. And that's, as a coach, that's really exciting to watch. See a group of young men really come together and overcome some adversity and play really good baseball when it matters.
Coach Walter said today that he was asked about your team. He said, well, they're aggressive. They're not coming up there looking for walks. Describe your approach to that side of things. And
Yeah.
Was he correct?
No, and I think that's correct, and obviously we have some familiarity with each other as we were down here last year. But I think our goal is to be aggressive. If we can be aggressive on the base pass and it dictates it, that's great. But we want to get really good pitches to hit. We want to put great swings on the baseball. We want to try to put pressure on the other team. We want to go out and play great defense. Probably some of the same approaches they have. They're trying to do some of the same thing. And if we can put pressure, running bases, put pressure, playing good defense. In college baseball, you certainly give yourself a chance to win the game, and that's kind of how we go about doing it. And this group has that ability to hopefully hit some extra base hits. And we've had a number of big innings, and that's probably what's going to take tomorrow. We're going to have 2 or 3, 3-4 run innings to have a chance to win a ball game.
Coach, are you looking to do that? I mean, have some big innings, because Wake has put up some 6-run innings this year quite a bit.
Yeah, they're obviously they're a great offensive ball club. They've done a good job, and I think it's a little bit of what we are too. I think in years past we've had some guys that have stolen a ton of bases. We're not doing that quite as much because our personnel's different. But our goal, I think, if we can go up there and make quality hard contact, we'll have a chance to have some big innings. Obviously, you got to have quality at bat after quality at bat, but that's kind of been our MO this year. Try to, you get a run here, get a run there, and all of a sudden you try to put up a 3-spot or a 4-spot, and at the end of the day, if you can be at 7, 8 runs, you have a chance to win some ball games.
Talk about your experience. Talk about the seniors on the team. How has that helped? It's helped you throughout the year, but how do you expect that to help you here in the region on this set?
I think, with some of our 4-year players, whether it's an Andrew Casale, our center fielder, Hunter Dolson, our catcher, Jamie Swatowski, he's a junior. We've had a lot of guys that have played some really great competition. They've been in some great leagues over the summer. I don't think anything's going to surprise them. They obviously, Wake's a talented staff. We're going to face a very good pitcher tomorrow. Has had a great year for Coach Walter. But I don't think anything's going to surprise the guys. The speed of the game's not going to be surprising. The challenge for us, I think, we'll go out there and just, like we said, just try to play a really good baseball game, and let's see what happens at the end. I know our guys are they're not just happy to be here. They want to go out there. They want to try to win a ball game. And I think kind of have been here before, a little familiarity with the ballpark. We've played those guys before, so we probably won't be quite as maybe wide-eyed as some teams coming in here because we have been here before. And just with that experience, you got that many guys on the team, I think they'll go out there and they're going to give it their best effort, no doubt about it.
One more question.